I have an opportunity to run 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days, which is just a huge goal, a human goal. And I wanted to have it more impactful for me by raising funds for charities that I really believed in. I'm super excited to be involved with the Sherwave Foundation. They create and support self-sustainable communities that provide a loving and nurturing family environment for orphan children in Tanzania. This includes food and clothing, and includes shelter, education, and healthcare, which is so important for those rural areas that really have nothing.
So first of all, Molly, thank you so much for taking all of us on. We started in Tanzania because I've been dreaming, like you fulfill your dream with running. I dreamt about working with kids in Africa since I was probably 4 years old.
Wow.
So what made you decide to do the 777 marathon, first of all, and then second, what made you decide to give to all of us, which we really appreciated?
Well, the 777 was just exciting. I read about it. It's called the World Marathon Challenges, and it's an actual organization that takes you to 7 continents, a group of runners, and you run a marathon every day for 7 days in every single continent, starting in Antarctica, then Cape Town, South Africa, over to Perth, Australia, to Dubai, Madrid, Spain, Brazil, and then into Miami. So it was just like this crazy, beautiful race that just perked my interest, and I thought it would be fascinating, and I wondered if I could do it. It was just like, is it possible? And last year, when I turned 66, I had completed like 85 ultra marathons, or maybe more. I kind of lost track. I didn't start running until I was 50. I did all these really incredible events, and I thought, okay, I'm getting older and I'm probably done with my ultra running career. And then I signed up for a Race of the Ages last August, and I ran 120 miles on this weekend, just having fun. I didn't even go to do anything other than just run and enjoy the moment. And I thought, where is that message that you're getting too old? Whose message is that? I realized it wasn't mine. It was society saying you're too old. It wasn't really me. I didn't feel that way. I do feel like a responsibility, like to really, I am getting older. I know that, there's going to come a time where I can't do, I'm not sure what, but I know there'll come a time, but it's not now. I felt like, what challenges are out there that I haven't completed in this little window of time I have on the planet. And I read about the World Marathon Challenges, 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days. The oldest woman to do it was 67. She did it in 2017. But anyway, I decided I was just going to tackle that and try to be the oldest woman to do 777. Well, and then with that, I wanted to get involved with charities that meant something to me. And actually your passion for Sherwave came over, and also the fact that you're, a woman running this foundation. I was really taken by that, and I thought I could maybe help bring awareness to your community of people and help the orphans in Tanzania. I thought it was just a really worthwhile, wonderful foundation.
I don't have any kids. I know you have the 3,
yes.
Right? So I think our motherly instincts honestly kick in. You see these kids that truly have nothing, They have no opportunity, right. Nobody to believe in them. I grew up in Romania at a time when girls were not playing soccer. And I was always with the boys and always playing soccer. And my grandmother, as sweet as she was and whatever, she was so hoping that I would snap out of it eventually, because it wasn't a girl thing to do,
right.
So I totally understand these communities overseas where girls are underprivileged.
Right.
Our society doesn't believe we can do it as women.
Right.
And it's nice. Tanzania actually is one of the first countries in the world to have a woman president. So
impressive.
that
yes.
actually really helped my I've always wanted to be in the Kilimanjaro region, but that actually put me over the edge,
right.
that yes, this is the place where I really want to make an
right.
impact, because I do think that we understand how we struggle with things in daily life of people
right.
just simply not believing in you. I was reading your book, which Molly's book. I was reading your book, and I was so upset with your doctor telling you that you shouldn't be running in the beginning.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. It's a ridiculous story, but to that note, he told me, he just told me that I was too old to run, and I was only 50 years old. So that's a ridiculous notion. And really, I think what happened in that particular story is that prompted me to prove him wrong. So I think that in a way helped me, that thin thread that made me go accomplish things that just because somebody told me I couldn't. And back to your note about, the orphans and helping children. And yeah, I am a mother of 3, and I can't even imagine. It breaks my heart to think about the needs of children, like so desperate that they have like nothing. And I loved the fact that your organization, when you were telling me about it, how the money goes directly to those in need. And I think it's profound, and it's so needed in our world today. So.
We're still small enough, and hopefully, I'm not at an age where I can retire comfortable yet. So, but we're still not even nobody's taking salaries. Our entire board is actually just all into raising the money for the kids, and everything that we raise for right now is going directly to the children.
Right, but you're just starting out. So that's what's really cool about your organization. You have to start somewhere, and you have, all you really need to go to get started is the passion that you have. And, everything else I think we can put into place to really bring more awareness, more funds to your foundation. So you do have to start somewhere, and I think you have a really good, powerful start.
I really appreciate you getting involved, and I'm grateful to our chairman, Al, who couldn't be here, unfortunately, today, but I'm grateful for him introducing you to us, and, hopefully we can work for a long time to come.
Absolutely. I'm excited. It's going to be really, really...
Looking forward to meeting your daughters too, and your entire team, hopefully.
Thank you. Yeah.
I should come with the cameras and follow you around and do the 777 with you.
That reminds me that when I do run in Africa, I would love to, have banners and have an awareness that I'm actually in the country of Africa. Yes. That will be really exciting.
We were extremely fortunate that our chairman actually agreed to sponsor your Africa portion of the marathons, so that we can.
How meaningful that's going to be.
It's amazing.
I think that'll be it'll be right there in the continent.
Raising awareness and raising awareness to the conditions that some other people in the world live in. And it's a shame that so many children in the world get to go hungry when food literally grows on trees. Our entire goal in Tanzania is to actually plant a lot of fruit trees in orphanages and in schools for kids to always have something handy to eat. And then the second one is to plant gardens, so that way their caretakers and everyone, the orphanages as well as in the village that we're planning to build, they have a pool of food to pull from, basically, and for everyone to ensure that those kids just don't go hungry.
That makes sense. That's really amazing.
Yeah. I've seen the co-op system work out really well. So our main goal with the village is, like I was saying, to have no more than 4 children per home, and for each of the homes to have their own gardens, as well as common gardens and common land that can be cultivated to ensure that all the kids in our care, at least, have fresh fruit and fresh food every single day. Self-sustainability. And it's not a program that will depend on us entirely.
You're setting them up.
Yes, we're setting them up so they can function. Self-sustainability is a huge part of our organization.
They're changing the system of how they'll be growing up.
Yes.
With those programs and the education in place. It's going to help, generations, really.
So tell me a little bit about your Himalaya adventure. I read it in the book, but...
You know what? The Himalayas are magical. It's on the border of China and Pakistan and northern India. And it's a place called Leh that we started at 14,000 feet. And then we went over 2 mountain passes of 18,000 feet. On the only road that China, it's open during summer. Like China brings in its goods to India and Pakistan. It's just this road in the Himalayas. And that's what we ran on. I did 222 kilometers nonstop. And it was just this magical adventure that had never been attempted. And the Indian government actually sent us a letter saying that it was humanly impossible, that we wouldn't be able to sustain that run. And Dr. Rajat Chauhan in India. He was a medical doctor, sports medicine, and we got together with him, and he had medical people in place, so we were safe, and said, hey, let's try to see if it is humanly possible. So we just really went to see what would happen, and it was just to accomplish that and to really prove that humans can do so much more than you ever believe is possible. That's what we proved.
We are superhumans.
We are. We can do what we
be.
think we can't do. And
Yes.
I think that was just a great journey.
What an inspiring story, particularly for young kids, to know that they can do in life so much more than...
Well, speaking of that, when I was in India, I was speaking at one of the colleges, Osaka University, and I telling him about my adventures. And one of the students came up and he said, thank you so much. He goes, I thought I was too old. And I said, can you tell me how old you are? And he goes, well, I'm 18. And I never ran in grade school. I finished high school and I never ran. I go, oh my gosh, I would rule the world if I was 18 again. It's like, but in people's mindset about what they can do, I thought that was shocking that he already thought he didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, it's sad that
being so young.
Within sports and within just the world in general, people don't appreciate you as you get older, because you are wiser. You do come from a different perspective. You know what you were able to do, and now you can push your limits even further.
Exactly.
And I know you don't want to, admit this, but are you setting a world record if you're able to do this?
If I finish it, I think it will be a world record. The race director did tell me that there is no documented women over the age of 67 that has accomplished this. So it will be a world record if indeed, it happens. And I have every intention of finishing. So I'm really excited. I'm going to do everything I can to get... I think the interesting thing too is to be as healthy as possible at the start line.
Of course.
If I can get at the start line and then from there it's like, I put everything in place to make it and I expect to finish, but it's a long distance. It's 187.3 miles in that whole week. So I think it's going to be a big, giant goal. I'm really excited to attack it.
The bright side of that is the fact that at least you get to rest on the plane for a few minutes.
Yeah,
in between the marathons.
2 people that I know that have done it. They said the hardest part is being on the plane because you have to eat and you have to really fuel and you have to make sure all the calories are in, because when you step off the plane, you're running again. So I think that's going to be the hardest part, honestly.
There is no going without sleep for the entire week, and
well, yeah, you try to catch some Z's on the plane, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, let me be the first one to congratulate you on finishing that, because I have no doubt that you're going to finish.
You.
Sounds like you're
like that
finishing.
Confidence.
Honestly, everything. I was amazed. It's so inspiring. I actually read parts of your book over and over again before I go to sleep, because I think it's just so inspiring to see someone that truly pushes herself to those limits, and you're able to do all those things. And
I wanted to do those goals. I wanted to put myself out there. I wanted to be in those positions of, can I achieve? And I think if you want it bad enough and there's a goal that you have, and then if you believe and you're passionate enough, you can do anything, right?
It's amazing. Yes, obviously you're living proof that you can do everything. Congratulations on running those. Represent us well in Africa. We really appreciate it.
And congratulations on Surewave Foundation. That's a huge accomplishment. I'm just really, really proud of you, and I think it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.